Hey beauties, welcome back to another Spruce News video. So today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be doing my affordable beauty product favourites. Now, I have a lot. I didn't think this video was going to be so long, so I would recommend you go and grab a cup of tea or coffee and join me again, because I think it's going to be a long video. I didn't realise actually how many really affordable beauty products I use pretty much on a daily basis. Obviously I swap and change a lot of products because I wouldn't be able to wear all of these products on my face. If I did, I'd look ridiculous. I didn't realise how much I actually had that's really affordable. Let's just get started because I think it is going to be a lengthy one. So I'm going to start off with skincare, and I wasn't too sure whether to add this in, but I just thought I should anyway, because a lot of questions I get are all about my skin, and I thought I would share with you guys my skin favourites. So for face cream, I use Simple. Simple is my favourite skincare brand in terms of face cream. I used to use Kiehl's a lot, and Kiehl's was amazing up until the point where it stopped being amazing on my skin. Like, it broke me out after probably about 4 years of using the same cream every single day. It just started causing mayhem on my skin. So I switched to Simple, and I've been using Simple for the last, I want to say, 3 years now. I use the Simple Replenishing Rich Moisturiser, and then I use the Simple Vital Vitamin Night Cream. So that's what I use every single day. On top of that, I use the NYX Honey Dew Me Up, and I don't use this every single day, but I use this when I'm not wearing much makeup because it does give me a nice glow, and it really hydrates my skin as well. So it's great for dry skin days. And for the body, I use the Hemp's Coconut Fusion Shimmering Herbal Body Souffle, and this, honestly, it's so good. So nice. It's basically like highlighting your entire body, but it also helps moisturize your skin as well. I love this. Love this. I have to say it was sent to me, but I know it's very affordable, and I will be buying it as soon as it runs out because it's so gorgeous. I'm going to try and go in order of what I would put on my face, and I wouldn't do this every day, but here we go. So now on to foundation. So the first foundation I really wanted to share because you guys know I love it. I've done a review on it, I'll link it above. It's the Rimmel London Fresher Skin Breathable Foundation, which looks like this, and this is such a beautiful foundation. It's really great on my skin. It's also got SPF 15, so it's great for when you go on holiday. If you just want, on, you know, the first few days where you've not tanned, you want a little bit more of a natural but coverage look. It's a great foundation for that, and I just love it. It smells amazing, it feels amazing, it's really nice on my skin, it doesn't make me break out. It's a great foundation. Next has got to be the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte Foundation, and I use the shade 220, and it's for normal to oily skin, and it helps with any pores as well. It's called Poreless, which is amazing. I love this because obviously I get a really oily T-zone, and especially in the summertime, I find that this foundation is incredible because I get really oily around my nose area, and the matte foundation is so helpful to kind of soak in the oil a little bit. So it just gives me like more of a natural like shine rather than a really oily nose, which is just unattractive. So yeah guys, love that. And then finally, it's actually not a foundation, but it is a skin tint, and it would be something I would use more on a daily basis, and that's the Glossier Skin Tint, which is wonderful. I love it. It's what I use pretty much every single day because I don't want to wear foundation every day, but if I feel a bit, you know, grim, I've got grim skin, this is the product that I use, so would definitely recommend that. I think that's probably a little bit more pricey than any of the other foundations. Obviously the Fit Me and the Rimmel London are both under £10, but Glossier is a little bit more expensive, but it's still very much affordable. Now on to concealers. I'm trying to run through this, so sorry if I'm talking so bloody quickly. Okay, so the first concealer I love is the Rimmel London Wake Me Up Concealer, and this has got to be one of my holy grails because it's just such a wonderful concealer. It really helps for dark circles under the eyes, and I just like that it brightens up my skin a little bit, especially if I feel a bit rough. It's a great concealer for that, and it's so affordable. Then there's the ColourPop concealer, which is a no filter concealer. I know this isn't available in the UK, so I do apologise that I've added this in because I know a lot of you probably wouldn't ever buy this, but it's so beautiful if you can buy it. It's really affordable and it's great on, and a lot of people compare this to the Makeup Revolution concealer and the Top concealer as well. I need to do a review on all three of those together because I want to test if they actually do, but it is a very good concealer. I do really like this one. And then of course the Revolution Conceal and Define. This bad boy is one of my favourites. It's so thick. It's a great applicator. It looks really nice on, covers everything, and it's like £4, which is just ridiculous. So yeah, love that. And finally has got to be the Glossier Concealer, and I know this one is again probably a little bit more expensive than any of the others, but it's still very much affordable and it's so buttery. It's not really a full coverage concealer, it's not one that will hide acne, but it is nice just to kind of dab underneath the eyes if you're feeling a little bit rough or you haven't had enough sleep. It's just great just for that, so I'd recommend it. So the only face powder that I have been loving and using lately is the Luxury Powder by Makeup Revolution, and it's their banana powder, and this beautiful product is amazing. It's great to bake, but also great for people that have an oily T-zone like myself. So if you're wearing foundation, it's great to just add onto your oily areas because it helps soak up that. So it's wonderful and it's very cheap. Another product that I am loving, and I'm going to go on to eyes now, is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Eyeshadow Base. Normally I would prime my eyes with concealer because it just does a job, but if you want an actual eyeshadow base and a cheap one at that, the NYX eyeshadow base is amazing and I would definitely recommend it. What I would do, guys, is I will put the list of all these products in my description box, and I'll try and find the cost of all of them as well for you, so you know what you'd be spending if you chose to buy them. Eyeshadows, okay, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, guys. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, period, but I have a lot of affordable eyeshadow palettes that I love, so let's just crack on. I try and do it by brand because it's a lot easier. So the first two I have to say are the NYX Ultimate Bright Palette and the NYX Lid Lingerie Palette. These are both incredible. The Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette is just perfect for summer. Really, if you love bright colours, this one is probably going to be one of your favourite palettes you've ever purchased because it has all the bright colours, but they're also very pigmented. They're not too powdery. They are slightly powdery, but not too powdery, and they're great on. They do blend really well as well. Their Lid Lingerie palette is just fantastic for anyone that likes just more of a natural look, and it's a great everyday matte palette. So there's those. I have 3 ColourPop palettes, and the reason I put these in is because they are very affordable, but you would also have to pay customs charge if you ever purchase from ColourPop. So the first one is the Dream Street palette with Kathleen Light's collaboration, which looks like this, and it's so gorgeous. 12 shades that are all wonderful and really nice on the skin. It's such a stunning palette. I love it. I've created so many looks using that palette as well. I'll link one above for you. Next has got to be the All I See Is Magic palette, which is just one of ColourPop's actually most popular palettes, I believe. And this is what it looks like, so you can see why it's so pretty. It's just so beautiful, and all of the shades in here are stunning, and I just cannot get enough of this palette at all. So last on the ColourPop front is the Yes Please palette, which has very vibrant packaging, and it says cute AF on the front. And this is what the shades look like, and honest to God, it reminds me of summer. I'm like, yes, take me on holiday, please. It's so beautiful. All the shades are so gorgeous. I would probably use every single one of those apart from this one right here, because me and yellow, I just don't think we're friends. But it looks so nice, and it's just such a nice palette. I haven't yet done a review on this, and I need to. Then there is the Makeup Revolution Sophie palette, which is a collab palette with the YouTuber Sophie Does Nails, I believe her name is. It's such a gorgeous palette, and I feel like you've got so much variety in this palette. They also it looks a lot like the All I See Is Magic palette as well in terms of shades. It's definitely a really nice palette to try, and it's very affordable. I think it's only £10, so I definitely recommend that one. Oh god, we're going to be going on for days here. And then I've got 3 Zoeva palettes. These are probably a little bit more expensive than the ones I've just showed you. These are around £17.50, £18 each, and they are some of my favourite palettes ever. My favourite palette ever for Zoeva is the Caramel Melange palette, which is this one right here. This is my holy grail summer palette. Obviously I'll be using the Yes Please palette from ColourPop, but this is my holy grail go-to holiday palette. I take this on holiday with me every time because it's so stunning. All of those shades are amazing. They're all pigmented, they look great on, easily blendable, yada yada yada. We'll be going on forever if I keep describing them, but it's a beautiful palette. Opulence palette, which I did create a very vibrant look using this palette. It's very beautiful. It's such a nice palette. The shimmer shades are incredible. Yes, there's only one matte shade, so obviously if you want a bit more matte shade and you want a bit more variety, this probably isn't for you, but the shimmer shades are incredible and I just love it. I'll link above my makeup tutorial. And last on the Zoeva front has got to be the Aristo palette, which looks like this. It's more subtle than the Opulence, but it is very beautiful, and I also think the shades in here complement the shades in that palette. So if you have the money, you can maybe buy both and then swap and change. Maybe use a bit of shades out here, use a bit of the shades out there. But this is very, very gorgeous. There are more matte shades than there are shimmer shades in here, and they're also very, very usable shades, and I just love it. I just think it's such a beautiful palette. And then there is my trusty smoky eye palette from Topshop, and this is without a doubt one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes ever. It's when I first started doing makeup, I wouldn't say properly, because to be honest I still don't know if I do makeup properly. It was one of the first palettes I ever purchased, and obviously not this one, I have repurchased this palette, but it's just so beautiful. The shades in here are some of my favourite shades. I love the bronzy tones. I love this for my eyebrow, these for if I want to smoke it out or just have a bit more of a bronzy, like deep bronzy look. It's gorgeous. There isn't a matte shade in here, but I find this so simple just to throw in my bag to carry around if I ever, you know, I'm traveling or anything like that. It's such a lovely palette, and it was like £12, so bargain. Love it. And then obviously had to throw in a Morphe here, because Morphe Brushes 350M is to this day still one of my favourite palettes ever. I mean, look at those shades. Damn, look at those shades. Obviously this one is all matte shades. You can get the 350, just the normal 350 palette, which has the shimmer shades and the matte shades together. This one is a little bit more expensive than any of the other palettes that I've showed you, but it is very beautiful, and if you can get your hands on it, if you can afford to, I just would. And finally on the eyeshadow front is the Technique Metallics eyeshadows. These two are my favourite. They're so gorgeous on, and they just, you can't really see them very well because of my ring light, but this is just such a beautiful eyeshadow. They're so long lasting and they dry down really well. They're great if you just want to wear them on their own as well, because I know a lot of people like to have like a deep smoky eye and then add a bit of shiny liquid eyeshadow on there. You just don't need to do that. These are just beautiful on their own, and they're very pigmented, so I definitely recommend these. These two are the shades Rosy Posy and Champagne for Everybody. My favourite eyeliner right now has got to be the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner. I love this eyeliner. Not only is it really intense and black, it's just got the perfect applicator, which is one of those brushes that just blends around things, you know. I just love it. And then mascara. I have 3 mascaras. These are the 3 of my holy grails. First one has got to be the Rimmel London Scandalous Eye Extreme Mascara. This is my all-time favourite mascara, and it just combs through my lashes like a dream. It's amazing. I could not recommend it more. Then there's the Wonderfully Real mascara by Rimmel London as well, and this one again is amazing. Rimmel London do amazing mascaras and they're so cheap. And finally there is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara, and this is just incredible, especially for days where you just want a bit more of a natural lash. You don't want it to look too big and bold, but you just want, you know, something to coat your lashes where they look a bit natural but they also add the length. And then for lashes, I don't really wear lashes all that much, but I do have favourites, and they're the Kiss lashes. And this is because these are not more natural lashes, they're like big and bold for this girl wants to look glam AF. This is the lash I would wear. I have the Midnight lashes from Kiss, and I also have Spicy from Kiss, and they're both incredibly stunning. They look so beautiful on. They do give you a lot of volume, so they're not, you know, lashes for everyday use. They're like va-va-voom massive lashes. They're stunning and I just love them. I love the quality, I love how they apply. Fantastic. Highlighters, I have two highlighters that I use on the regular, and that is the Zoeva Rose Golden, and this is actually a blush, but I use it as a highlighter palette. You guys have seen me use this countless times, hence why the pan is just right there. I love this shade as a highlighter. It's just really subtle, really natural, but also really shiny. I've got it on right now, which you probably can't see, but okay, it's okay. And finally, for highlighters is the Cleopatras Kiss by Sleek Makeup. This is just so beautiful. It's very affordable. It gives your, you know, cheekbones the glow it needs. It's beautiful. Honestly, amazing. Recommended. And then blusher. I'm a blush girl. You guys know I'm a blush girl. Blushes I am loving are the ColourPop, and this is Between the Sheets Supershock blusher, and the Lottie London, and this one is called Zayn. And these two, they're very similar in shades, as you can see. I love more of a rosy glow blusher. I find it very, very beautiful, and I just love how they look on my skin. So these are my two favourites. Brows and then lips, and then I'm done. I'll shut up, okay? So the two brow products that I love, both are clear. I never fill out my brows. I probably need to. You guys are probably thinking, oh, you need to fix your brows. But anyway, two eyebrow products that I use on a regular basis is the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel, and they're both transparent, and the Glossier Boy Brow. I love them both. They're both very, very nice on. They really help mould your lashes, but they are both clear. But I think you can get them in like with colours, but I prefer the clear because I would have quite dark, thick eyebrows anyway. So I prefer these. Okay, finally, the lip products. Okay guys, so I'm going to try and group these together. So first of all, the Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Lipsticks. These are some of my favourite liquid lipsticks, and they're so affordable, and you usually can get them 3 for 2 as well, which is what I did. I love the nude and I love the red shade because, I mean, that just screams me anyway. But they're really nice on, they're not drying. I've got one on right now, and shade right here. And they're just really long lasting and not too drying either, because I know a lot of matte liquid lipsticks are very drying. These are not, and they don't crack or crease. But I do find that if you've got dry lips, obviously matte lipstick isn't your thing anyway. You just shouldn't be wearing it. But it's great. Exfoliate and use these, they're amazing. And then from ColourPop, I've got 3 liquid lipsticks, 2 ultra matte and 1 satin. What is it called? Ultra satin. And the first shade is called Creeper, which is this gorgeous red shade. And then I've also got Saigon, which is from the Crochet collection. And this is so beautiful. It's one of my favourite red shades ever. And I know they look really similar, but they're not the same. And then finally, from the Kathleen Lights collaboration with ColourPop is Dreamy, which is my favourite nudie pink shade from the ColourPop collection ever. It's gorgeous. So there's those 3. And then, NYX soft cream lip products are amazing anyway, but this is my favourite out of the whole collection that I have, and it's Zurich, and it's gorgeous and it's just so nice. I love it. I really like nude lips. I love a nude lipstick, and this is just beautiful. It's so nice on your lips and it just feels buttery and lovely. And then from Technique is the Colour Max lipstick, and this one right here. This is in the shade My Baby, and it looks like this. It's more like a berry shade. It's so nice. It's such a nice colour on. It's so gorgeous and it's so cheap. And then finally from Glossier is their lip product, and this is the shade Zip, and it's more of a reddy shade which you can build up. It's going to be gorgeous for summer, I think, this shade, but it's really buttery, really creamy, really nice on your lips. I couldn't recommend it more. So that's it, guys. That is my affordable beauty product favourites right now, and I know there's a whole lot, so hopefully I didn't bore you too much. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!